Hello guys, yes, let's start with the update on the Middle East. In my previous video, I made mention of the air power and what have you that United States have gained air superiority, which is true. Yeah, let's start the analysis. Now, if you check what has happened in the last 24 hours, you discover that Iran has no navy asset, all gone. Because Israel and Iran and the United States have attacked the last ship of Iran, which they use a torpedo, which is one of the most powerful submarine weapon. It's a deadly weapon. It's a silent weapon. When it's coming under the water, you will never see it until it destroys your asset. So this the ship was docked in what's it called, Indian Ocean, close to Sri Lanka. Thinking that United States will not see that ship, but to the greatest surprise, the United States got that ship and destroyed with a torpedo. Which that one, I think that's the last asset, which all gone. Now, I also made mention that if you have the air superiority, of course, it's good that because the air defense has been knocked out, now Israel and Iran have gained the air superiority now. So what means is that they can target anything on the ground, which they gave United States and Israel upper hand in this war. Now, be that is made, they've gained the upper hand on the air. But what about the ground force? And Israel and Iran, United States, are not ready to send boats on the ground. Now, what have they devised? They devised a means by going to Iraq and recruit Kurdish forces. So these forces have gone, now they just crossed the border and are going to Iran because the Iranians, like I told you, they are not Arabs. They are Persians. They are not Arabs. Because if they are Arabs, they will have stockpiled weapons in their various homes. So when this war just started, the Iranians, which is the civilians, will have gone out the street and be defending themselves and want to take over the government, you know what I mean? But they don't have that mindset because they are not Arabs. They are not Arabs. So what the United States and Israel did, they sent several types of weapons to Iraq, giving it to Kurdish, and said, guys, you need to go to Iran and do our work for us. The ground troops, because it is easier for the Kurdish to go through now because the superiority of Iran has been diminished. Their weapon stockpile has been diminished. So if they go through the land border, cross to Iran, it's going to be easier operation for them. Mind you, the Kurdish forces are allies of Israel and the United States. Remember, in Iran, they have Kurdish there, which are also Iranians. They also have Kurdish in Syria. They also have the Kurdish in Syria. They are allies of Israel, the state of Israel. The Kurdish in Israel, they reside in Golan Heights. There's a place called Golan Heights in the state of Israel. This land was bought from Bashir al-Assad father, which was sold to Israel. So Israel occupied it. Now the territory became part of Israelis community. So now this Kurdish, I told you there are three types of Kurdish: the Kurdish in Iran, the Kurdish in Syria, and the Kurdish in Israel. These are all Kurdish, and they are all allies of Israel. So since Israel is not sending a ground troop to Iran, it is easier for Israel and US to send Kurdish as a fighter, the fighter force, to go through the border and jump to Iran and start conducting their ground work there. So it will be easier. So since Iran does not have air power, which Israel and Iran has dominated, Israel and the United States have dominated, it is easier now for Kurdish to go through the land border and start taking over their territory of Iran. But the end game is to march to Tehran. By the time they march to Tehran, then the Tehran can fall once and for all, and this Kurdish force can take over. By the time they take over, they will hand over the power to Pahlavi, the crown prince of Iran, so which was, of course, is on exile. So this guy, they prepare the ground for this guy to come and take over. So by this time, they transition to probably civilian government. So by the time they transfer to civilian government, of course, this new government will not become the ally of United States and Israel. You see, there will not be war between Iran and Israel anymore after this war. If they're able to defeat this IRGC, they are tough guys, mind you. They are ready to go down. They are ready to fight to the last breath. So it's not a child play, this war, because you can see the whole Middle East, the Gulf nations, they are now against Iran. So Iran has lost their ally from the Gulf state because you cannot be my ally and you are attacking me. Of course, you are not ally. We can never be. So Iran has been segregated and has been expelled from the community now. So Iran stands as a known. And mind you, Russia cannot come to the aid of Iran because Russia is fighting Ukraine now. So Russia is tied down. Russia is tied down, so Russia cannot go to Ukraine. Russia cannot go to Iran and support. And that was this thing that happened yesterday. Was it today? Yesterday, that the Russian government is trying to get in contact with IRGC. They were unable to be contacted. Communication blocked. So no outside world can communicate to Iran now for help. Even China cannot come to the aid of Iran. But the war is going to hurt China, because why? China is buying subsidized or reduced rate of crude oil from Iran. For instance, if a crude oil is about $60 per barrel, for instance, China will be buying at the rate of $20 per barrel. So you see, China really gained a lot from Iran. But now, if everything normalized, China will be forced to be buying in an official rate, which China does not want. And I tell you for free, China also defend their interest. If they know that, okay, I'm going to gain a lot from this, look at what they are doing in Africa. I mean, China, what they are doing in Africa, it's a nightmare for my country. I pray for peace. I pray for peace. Guys, there's nothing like peace. There's nothing like peace. I pray for peace in the Middle East. Let peace reign in the Middle East. But finally, United States and Iran and what's it called? Israel are having the upper hand. Like I said, United States, Israel have destroyed the naval assets. No navy, no ship, no any asset that belongs to the navy. No, they are all gone. Air defense, gone. Air force, gone. So the only thing that Iran has currently now is a missile stockpile, and the missile stockpile has been diminished every day. Last night, B2 Spirit bomber, bombed the stockpile of 5,000 missiles on the ground, destroyed 5,000 missiles. B1 bomber destroyed another set of missiles. Then B52 bombers destroyed another stockpile of drones. So now the drones are being stockpiled, but even the missile factory is being destroyed. So they cannot produce any more missiles. They can't produce any more drones. No production of missiles, no production of drones. So the one they have, that's what they are using now. You discover that the rate at which Iran is firing from day 1, day 2 is now reduced. That is to say, their power is going down. And their power is going down, they cannot get restock from outside world. China cannot restock them, never, because the whole country is surrounded with the navy asset. Now, they cannot supply Iran currently now. So that means what Iran is using, it's going to finish at the end of the day. So the stock, Israel and United States are destroying it. So that it will laugh last, laugh best. But United States can replenish their stock at any time. They have all the assets to restock. The British is there to assist to restock. The French, the Germans, the NATO, the Turkish, they are all there to restock. And they can bring another aircraft from the United States to bring the restock back to the Abraham Lincoln, the Gerald Ford, all these gigantic assets. So you discover that the United States have access to restock, while Iran has no access to restock their missile. So you see, if you want to know who is winning, those are the factors. I'm not in the side of this guy is winning, this guy is losing. No. Of course, if there's a war, there's going to be casualty in the side of Israel and the side of the United States, of course. But when you see who is winning, you discover that Israel and United States has the upper hand. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.